Porsche, we don't let you buy a car unless we've test-driven it first.
Alrighty, folks, hello and welcome. Super exciting offering to present to you all today, and we're thrilled to be presenting this absolutely stunning 83 911 SC on behalf of the owner who has owned the car for just about 40 years. Think about that. Some serious ownership history here. Really, basically an original owner car, and this thing is stunning. It is wearing all of its original materials, original paint, original leather, all of that stuff, and it has been kept in showroom / museum grade condition for its entire life. We've gotten to know the car really well. We've done multiple photo sets. We've done multiple video shoots. We've gotten up close and personal with it now for quite some time, and I can definitely assure you that this is as flawless as they come. The car is just about 50 years old, really a little younger, maybe like 45. I'm not going to take the time to do the mental math right now, and just presents in essentially brand new condition. I mean, this car is stunning. And to give you a little bit of the chronology of the ownership history, it is currently owned by a gentleman who is a collector. He has multiple Porsche GT and RS cars, in addition to this absolutely stunning air-cooled 911 SC. He also collects Ducatis and rare motorcycles, and we've had the pleasure of working with him on multiple listings. Everything he's given us is by far, it's all in the nicest condition it really can be. And this car is 100% a testament to that. It is just stunning. There's really nothing flawed about it, both mechanically and cosmetically, and that is just a massive testament to the quality of his tenure and ownership and custodianship. I mean, the car is just so good. I would refer to this generation as the G body. So for someone looking for a literal museum quality G body 911 coupe, this is absolutely the one to have. This is the cream of the crop, and we see a lot of Porsches here. You can look through our listing history. This is by far the nicest example we have ever presented, and that is after 173 auctions at the time of shooting this video. I mean, it is just stunning. So a little bit of history. I know I just said that. The current owner purchased it off of the original owner circa 1985, and the original owner only put about 800 or 1,000 miles on this car. So out of the 28,000 total miles, the current owner, who again has owned the car for just about 40 years now, has put about 27 of those 28,000 miles on the car. He knows it like the back of his hand, and honestly, just by virtue of that, we've gotten to know it like the back of our hand. The underside is immaculate. It's got a few tasteful modifications, such as headers and heat exchangers from SSI, and yeah, it is really just so stunning. I also love the champagne finished Fuchs centers. They match the gold calipers really, really, really well. And honestly, if I were to list any complaint about this car, I really only have one singular complaint. And normally, if you've seen our videos before, we have multiple, because it's our job, obviously, to present condition honestly, as if we were inspecting the car as a potential buyer. That's why we do these. We inspect cosmetically and, you know, mechanically via a drive on your behalf, so you all know exactly what it is you're getting. And again, the only thing I've really found, and not even wrong, but just that isn't perfect, are the tires are a little bit old and ever so slightly bald. Other than that, this car, again, is showroom condition, museum quality condition. It looks like a fully restored vehicle, even though it is all original. Even the whale tail is a period modification, and it's just in fantastic shape. I can't wait to open up the engine bay and show you guys just how nice this car is. So without further ado, and again, the cosmetic overview will be pretty quick, but how we do these, we just do a full circle of the car, look at every square inch, and look for flaws. But again, really, there are none on this car. The rubber is as supple as you've ever seen. Again, for 50-year-old rubber, it is extremely supple. There's not a single rock chip on the entire car. There's one, I mean, again, we're grasping at straws here, but there is one tiny there. But the lower lip, I call this the cow catcher, is in great shape, still perfectly pliable and malleable. No signs of scraping anywhere. Obviously, just a testament to how careful ownership has been with this car. The hood is in perfect shape. Even the rubber seal around the Porsche crest is perfect. I mean, everything is perfect. This black trim tends to fade very quickly, and that is not the case here. It's just in immaculate shape. The headlight and cowls are also just in perfect shape. Again, no rock chipping. And not only is there no rock chipping, there's not even any touch-up work that's noticeable. Again, just showing and demonstrating how nice this car has been kept. Your amber marker lights, your turn signals, your crash bumper, all the accordion plastic rubber work here, all in fantastic shape, even to where this cow catcher flares out. So now coming up to the driver's side quarter, in, again, fantastic shape. No scratches, no dings, no dents, no rock chips. I mean, this paint is just fantastic. Same with the rear section of the hood. Just looking at the paint, it is so good. So good. The wipers and the cowl are also in fantastic shape. And most importantly, your rubber seals around the windshield are perfectly supple. They're not dried out, and we always see these dry out, but they are in perfect condition. There's not a single rock chip on the windshield that I am seeing either, which is fantastic to see. And then coming down below to these gorgeous champagne-centered Fuchs, those rotors look literally brand new. I mean, I'm going to feel for a lip here. There is none. There's no grooving, and there's no curb rash on the wheel. The tire is in very good shape. So the manufacturer date, DOT FD8K MFY 232. So usually it's a 4-digit date code that we're used to seeing. So the experts will probably tell me what year these are, but as you can see, they are a little low on tread. Otherwise, though, you are in really good shape here. And the fender liner, the lip here, all in fantastic shape. Just absolutely love to see that. Really nice. Coming back behind that front driver wheel. You have the rear section of that front quarter, which again, just fantastic shape. You also have ceiling lines here, which are also in fantastic shape. Your A-pillar looks great. Mirror caps look great. And the owner was smart to add some PPF here, it looks like. You can see the seam there. So your mirror caps, which extend out and are usually victims of rock chipping, are in fantastic shape. The rubber shroud surrounding the mirror, again, not faded and in perfectly malleable condition. Down below, just looking at the uniformity of the door gaps here, also very perfect. Same with the pliability and malleability of the rubber trim running down below the door. Even your rocker panels are free from any sort of chipping or degradation of any sorts. Really, really, really impressive. Super impressive all the way back. Coming now to the door handle, again, just in perfect shape. Same with the entirety of the driver door, really. Not a single scratch, ding, or dent. All I can see is orange peel, which is a fantastic sign. When you can see orange peel, it means that there are no other paint flaws hiding in front or behind. Basically, you just get your original orange peel that, you know, pretty much every car rolls off the assembly line with. We also have a sunroof here, and your sealant felt, I guess this would be, is also in really good shape. No problems with the roof. The roof line is perfectly clear. The paint on the roof is in fantastic shape. And then also your roof rails here, your rain lines are in amazing shape. The glass is perfect. Not a single flaw there. Everything is, again, really malleable. None of the rubber is dried out. The glass is crystal clear. You even have your embossments here as well. Same with the rear driver quarter window, also just in immaculate shape. Again, look at your rubber seals, all that stuff, exactly how you'd want it to feel, not dried at all. So now coming down behind the driver front door. Now, a really important thing to look for on Porsches, especially the 911, is rock chipping here, because it's a staggered stance car. If there's debris that's being kicked out by that driver wheel, it's going to catch here since this is sitting out a little bit wider. And again, there's none here. The car has been perfectly preserved. All I can see is orange peel, and it's really nice to see that. Usually you get some PPF here, but even without the PPF, it's been perfectly well preserved. So now coming back to the rear driver wheel and tire, again, these are the Yokohamas. We get the MFY 402. So they may be April 2002s or something like that. You also get your gold caliper, your champagne colored centers, and the barrels are just perfect. The clear coat on the center. I mean, these wheels are literally just perfect. Even your lug nuts are, for the most part, look completely unturned. And of course, your rotor is, again, in just perfect shape. Absolutely fantastic to see that. Same with the quarter above the wheel. The rear glass also just in immaculate shape. Again, just checking for pliability, malleability, suppleness of the rubber seals here, and they are perfectly not dried out, perfectly malleable, and the glass itself is just in fantastic shape. Your rain rail continues all the way down. Coming now to the full, basically, rear quarter of the car, also in perfect shape, not seeing any flaws, dings, dents, or scratches. You even have your little rubber trim line body panel gap filler piece here, which is in perfect shape, not protruding at all. Down below, there is a little, what looks to be a little bit of PPF here, which is really smart, again, because this wheel will kick up road debris and slowly degrade the paint, which is not the case here. It's in fantastic shape. You also have your rear bumper and rear tail light on the driver's side, which are, again, just perfect condition, brand new looking out of the Bosch assembly line. Really, really nice. No cracks or scratches or dings or dents. Single exit exhaust, of course, which in my opinion looks fantastic and sounds amazing on this car. You get your rubberized bumperettes, which seem like they have never served their purpose of, you know, blocking you from hitting something. They don't show any signs of degradation or abrasion, anything like that. Even the lower part of the bumper down here is in fantastic shape. All the rubber, all that stuff. Now, back here, you have the whale tail, which, again, really important. These dry out quickly. So the fact that it's this malleable and it's, you know, a uniform color, it's not faded on one side or faded in the middle due to sun damage. It is perfectly malleable, super soft, super moist. And then obviously you have your intake sort of system here, which is a mesh grill with these veins here. Fantastic shape. Rear wiper not installed or not optioned on this car. And yeah, just really, 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 really nice. I can't stress enough how nice it is. The section of the deck lid below the whale tail, also in really nice shape. The paint is perfect. Same with this linear reflector, Porsche branded reflector, which I think is a great detail on these G-bodies. Also just in perfect shape. And now we'll come over to the passenger side. Same story. Again, have not found a single flaw yet, but your tail light on the passenger side Bosch unit is in perfect shape. Same with your bumperette. Same with the rubberized bumper shroud and the bumper itself, all just in immaculate shape. The passenger side of the whale tail, again, just look at how malleable it is. It's literally perfect. It is so, so, so good. Passenger side of the glass, also in really nice shape. Not a single flaw. And just, again, checking the pliability of the rubber seals. Nothing is dried out. Your rain rails look good. Basically, what is your C-pillar is in perfect shape. And then the paint on this rear passenger quarter, again, just perfect, perfect, perfect. You also have that protective PPF here, just a small little strip to protect against any rocks and road debris being thrown up by this rear wheel. Also in really nice shape, and even down below, we look great. The rear fender or wheel arch also in really, really nice shape. The only thing I would note is there's a tiny, 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 I mean, look how small. There's my pointer finger for reference. Tiny little rock chip. And then, of course, the rear passenger wheel and tire. All your lug nuts are perfect. No curbing on the rim. The clear and the color of these champagne colored centers are amazing. Manufacturer MFY 502. So I'm assuming that these tires are 02s, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Your rotor is also just in fantastic shape. These rotors seem completely unused for the most part. And then coming up, you've got your quarter window, again, just in fantastic and perfect shape. Such supple rubber here, and the glass is crystal clear. Same with just the quarter in this area, all really, really good. Coming ahead of the wheel now, same thing. The condition of the quarter continues. That's just a little piece of a leaf there, which I will remove, not a rock chip. Again, just really flawless. You don't even see the abrasion or the degradation on this flared section, again, from debris being kicked up by that front wheel and hitting this wider part here. And it's free of any PPF. There's no PPF here, which we almost always see on these staggered stance Porsches, which is fantastic. Down below, the rocker, the rubber trim line, all in fantastic shape. You even have your drainage caps here. I mean, this is really, really impressive. Coming up now to the roof. Roof is also in fantastic shape. No scratches, no scrapes, no dings, no dents, no chips. All of your felt liner is perfectly uniform. The sunroof fits as flush as I've ever seen. I mean, really, really, really flush. And we can confirm that it works as well. Your rain rails look fantastic. Your glass on the passenger side door is also just in immaculate shape. The rubber is super supple all the way around, not dried out by any means. Super clear glass, even your front quarter windows. So now coming down below, passenger door handle in amazing shape. No dings, dents, or scratches, and even your rubber shroud surrounds are in fantastic shape. The door gap is super uniform, and then of course the door itself is free from any dings, dents, or scratches, anything like that. It is just in fantastic shape, even down below to the rocker panel. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. Your mirror caps, again, are covered by that protective layer of plastic or laminate, really PPF there. So you're good there. Nice, supple rubber shrouds for the mirrors themselves. Really, really good. And the mirror itself, the cap is in great shape. Your A-pillar looks fantastic. The upper section of the roof where it meets the glass is in great shape. And again, just giving it the touch test, all nice and moist, nice and supple and malleable, not dried out or cracking. Your cowl is in fantastic shape. Your sealant line in fantastic shape. The front section of the passenger door, just immaculate. And again, just looking at the body panel gaps, they are amazing. Absolutely no flaws there. And then last but not least, the front passenger quarter, the aft section of the hood on the passenger side, again, free from any imperfections whatsoever. They are just in fantastic shape. And then we've got our front passenger wheel and tire, again, the Yokohamas with the MFY 23.2. Again, so just gonna assume these are 02 manufacture date. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. You can see into the radiator up here, or maybe not the radiator. Yeah, some sort of cooling instrument just in the front section of the wheel well here. And then of course, our rotors are in fantastic shape. I will say these are always the first wheels to get curbed because they're the closest to the curb and they're the furthest from really the driver being able to see where their location is in reference to the curb. So absolutely no degradation on this wheel whatsoever. Again, just demonstrates the quality of care that the owner put into ownership of this vehicle. Sorry, it's a little windy right now, as you can see from the leaves. And then last but not least, the front of the quarter up here in fantastic shape. The headlight is perfect. The headlight cowl, even the seal around the cowl, all just amazing, 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 amazing. And now for the interior, which I'll add is in equally perfect of condition as the exterior. Really no flaws to be noted there. Door cards are in fantastic shape. Literally zero signs of wear on the armrest, the door handle, any of that stuff. Your door jambs are in fantastic shape. Obviously, they've been greased to prevent any corrosion. You've got all your stickers here. Even your door catch is in fantastic shape. The leather on the seats, don't even get me started. But there's no creasing, no cracking, no rips, no tears, not even any softened foam. I mean, these things are perfect. No wear on the leather-wrapped steering wheel either, which is very rare to see. Your floor mats, your pedals, all that stuff literally looks brand new. All the carpeting, the dash, the center console, all of your gauges. I mean, this gauge cluster is literally perfect. Again, really just a car that's free of any form of flaws that we've noticed. And then getting up into the headliner, I mean, look at that. It really does not get much better than this. It doesn't. It's really, really impressive. Looking in the rear, same story. Your carpeting's in perfect shape. There is a fire extinguisher that is mounted and included in the sale, or we removed it, but the bracket is there, all that good stuff. Your seat backs are perfect. Your rear buckets, rear bench seats are in immaculate shape. I mean, all this stuff is just amazing. The only flaw, again, it's our job to point these things out. This is a little bit worn here, but otherwise, I mean, just perfect. Just perfect. So now pop the rear and pop the front, and we can go in the fuel cap as well. Ow. Amazing sound on the close of the doors as well. So coming here, just fantastic shape. Really, really, really nice. I mean, look at the quality of this engine bay. It is just insane. It's absolutely stunning. No flaws. The radiator, all that stuff just looks fantastic. There's a little bit of the foam starting to come down out of this clip here, and there we go. But otherwise, just fantastic. The car, again, is as close to flawless as you can really get. I truly would put my reputation on the line with that statement. Coming now around here to the passenger side, the immaculate condition continues. The door cards are flawless. The leather is nice and soft and supple. There's no wear on any of the touch points. Even your kick plates and your carpeting here are in fantastic shape. Your door jambs, all that stuff. No wear on the shift knob, no wear on any of the knobs here. Your dash is just perfect, free of any cracks, carpeting, and then of course the seat. No creases, no cracks, no rips, no tears. The foam is extremely strong still. It hasn't collapsed whatsoever. And then of course the rear, you do get your fire extinguisher mount which we've decided to include, in addition to your rear seats, which look like they have literally never been sat in. And then, of course, your headliner up above, which is, again, just perfect. There are no flaws on the interior of the car. It's insane. And it's not like it's a 5,000 mile car. It's a 28,000 mile car. So, you know, that's a car that's been driven. But when you keep it this nice, it's just such a testament to the quality of ownership that this thing has experienced. So then up front, you have the original toolkit. You have a bra for the hood, all that stuff. All your inner carpeting and liner is fantastic. The paint work, the paint quality on the underside of the hood is also just in immaculate shape. And then down below, you have your very original looking spare tire, all that good stuff. And it's sorry about that, folks. We ran out of storage on the iPhone. That's what happens when we shoot multiple videos in a day. But again, look at the condition of this. Usually this is, you know, darkening, all rusted out. I mean, this is like, look at the condition of that. You even still have your sticker for the spare. Really, really nice to see. Just gonna put the carpeting in as it should be. Absolutely fantastic. Even your hood latch in the exact specification that you would want to see it in. So now, last but not least, we'll just take a look at the fuel door here. And again, expertly maintained. You have your liner here to prevent any scratching from the nozzle. Really, 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 really nice in this area. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. And it folds up just like that. Plop it into place, and you are good to go. Alrighty, here we are. Nice, cozy cockpit in the G-Body 911. All of our gauges are working exactly as they should. We've got a little less than half a tank. Our temp is coming up. Our oil pressure is coming down as the oil warms up. We're idling at about 1,000 RPM. Obviously not traveling at any speed, so the speedometer is not going to be reading anything. 28,860 miles. Got our clock on, got your headlight washers, all that good stuff. We can confirm that the lights work as they should. I'll do the driver window here, up and down. And here comes the passenger window, down and up. Very, very good. We've also got our fans here. So here's going to be some fanage. Very, very good. Blows nice and strong. Love to see that. Not sure what this does. Some expert may correct me. We can confirm that the parking brake works. Here is vent, fog lights here. I'm not sure if that's a twist or a pull. And then, of course, your cigarette lighter, which looks like it has never been used. We also have our glove box here, which is a twistable knob with all the original ownership documentation, all that good stuff. And then, of course, the Blaupunkt radio. So we'll try, how do I get to FM? I would like 98.1 FM. Someone who, again, is a little older than me will probably be able to tell me how to do that. But to reach FM, but obviously the stations are switchable. Not sure how you get AM, FM settings. I will read up on the Blaupunkt Monterey Squire 2. And then what else do we really have? We got a horn, works as it should. And then what else do we have? Oh, we have a sunroof. So here would be that. Back. I don't like to go all the way just because it's a little dangerous. These are notoriously finicky, but works as it should. Also, manual door locks here, twistable knob, very cool, and a power adjustable mirror, which works very well. Look at that. Super, super cool. Super, super cool. We've also got windshield wipers, before I forget, and turn signals. So here's my wiper and some spray. Actually, it's a different button for spray, I believe. You gotta hit the sprayer button, and I will find that eventually. I think it might be this. Oh no, that's the headlight washer. Multiple switches for, I think that's wiper speed. So very, very, very cool. And everything seems to function exactly as it should. Lastly, our hazards are here. Your parking brake indicator also functioning as it should. So now, without further ado, we will go for a ride. So put it into first gear. Great feeling from the transmission as well. Just stunning, stunning. Before we go, I am wearing a heated jacket today. I'm going to turn that off. Nice. All right. Heated jacket is off. Let's hit the road. And this car feels so tight. It really just feels brand new. Gosh, it feels so good. Fourth gear. Speedometer is working, doing about 50 miles an hour in fourth gear at about 2,500 RPM. Send it over to fifth now for our nice cruising gear. Nice. 50 miles an hour, 1,800, 1,900 RPM. It's a great car. It's got a lot of duality between, obviously being a pretty sporty car, and even for being as old as it is not a slow car. It provides a very rewarding driving experience, all that good stuff. It's just fantastic to drive this thing. Really just is something else. Total time machine, especially considering how well it's been maintained. Steering ratio is fantastic as well. Not going to rev it out until we are up to temp all the way. Leave it in third though. And it gets nice and twisty here. Car feels super planted. Got an officer up ahead, so we'll slow down ever so slightly. Coming through the turn here. Oh, just fantastic. And getting the privilege of driving this car on these country roads at this time of year is not lost on me. It's amazing. It's amazing. This thing drives so well. These are gorgeous roads we live just minutes away from, and it is just a stunning day outside. So now we'll get up into a slightly twistier section, a little bit bumpy, so we'll see how she handles the bumps, and my guess is she's going to handle them very, very well. Coming up the hill here, you got to be careful going uphill in a 911 because obviously your rear weight gets accentuated, so to speak. Wow, it just feels so good. Just stunning driving experience. Coming down in a second here. Hit the wipers on the upshift there. Coming back down in a second. Absolutely stunning. The brakes feel fantastic, by the way. Plenty of stopping power. Really nice. Really great feeling. Oh my gosh. It's intoxicating. And it stays nice and cool, no doubt about it. Here's a little second gear acceleration. Really nice. Wow. Not a slow car by any means. Really powerful, especially for these they do provide plenty of grip. Obviously, we're not going racing here. It's just a bit of spirited drive, but plenty for the level of driving that we're doing here. Hard braking coming into the corner, load up the front, accelerate through the apex. Just feels amazing. Wow, I am utterly just floored by the condition of this car. It is so nice to drive. I mean, this feels like, sorry, it's quite sunny. Put my visor down. Feels like a brand new car. It literally feels like a brand new car. There's no squeaks, there's no rattles, there's no warning lights, there's no flaws in terms of the driving experience that I would note. It doesn't smoke. I mean, overall, it is just perfect. Really perfect. And it's again just a testament to the condition and the quality of ownership that it's being kept in. It is a low mileage car, so I don't want to do too many miles, keep the mileage off it, but here's a little last sorry about that. That we have such a fantastic circuit to test out our cars on and do these videos on. So yeah, as you all can see, boy, that was exhilarating. I'll also just test reverse really quickly here, and no grind going into reverse, even out of second gear. Backing her up, obviously, works exactly as it should. So yeah, just, oh my God, this car is so amazing. And any winning bidder will just be the luckiest man on earth to own a Porsche this nice. Really just a brand new feeling car and brand new looking car. So for the guy that just must have the nicest non-turbo, G-body in existence, I would say, not in existence, but really one of the nicest, at least in my personal experience, this is the nicest G-body I've ever seen. So it should absolutely bring joy for years, if not decades, to the next owner. And if they can be as good of a steward of condition as the current owner is, I'll have a ton of respect for them. This car absolutely deserves to be kept in immaculate museum quality condition as it has been under the current owner for the past 40 years. So my hope would just be that any future buyer continues that tradition of just exemplary stewardship. And we'd just like to say a big thank you to the owner for choosing us to list this, bringing it to us. I hope we've done it justice, and it's just been a total honor and a privilege. So that should cover everything. If we've missed anything, please do let me know. We're happy to film a follow-up or any additional content that you may want to see. Again, just drop us a line in the comments or via the contact seller button. This has been an absolute pleasure of mine, and I thank you all so much for supporting us and tuning in and watching, and I hope you've all enjoyed as much as we have. Thank you.